What is up, YouTube?
Hey,
we are back.
We're back.
Outside in the Caribbean of the North.
Caribbean of the North, baby.
I'm your host, as always, Paul S. Stuffy Esquire, joined by Jay, Impulsive Shopper, which allows us to make more videos, Goobles, for you. And we are here to do another watch. We haven't done a watch in a while, and our watch videos are some of the best. So stay tuned. We're going to surprise you, switch angles, and show you the beauty inside the box. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are back, and those of you in the watch community will probably recognize this symbol, but it's pretty still a pretty small micro brand. So it's made in the USA, but it is a Swiss movement. So it's an American company, Monta watches, St. Louis, Missouri. This is actually Jay Goob's second Monta. Before we got big on the channel, he had an Ocean King that we unfortunately, I think it's appeared in a few videos, but we never did a video about the Ocean King.
Nope, sold it off to buy my Seamaster.
Yeah, Omega Seamaster.
However,
nice polishing cloth. I love their packaging though.
Oh, Monta's packaging's great.
Your Ocean King box was bigger, right? It was even bigger than this.
These are their new boxes they have now.
So if I remember correctly, this is the Noble.
This is the Noble,
which is a newer. When they first came out, they only had the Ocean King and what, the Triumph?
They had the Ocean King, Triumph. I'm off the top of my head, I'm forgetting the other names.
But Noble is newer to their lineup.
It's their newest model, and that is.
And then this is the newest dial feature. You actually pre-ordered this, so hopefully we're one of the first to show this dial. So
there's been other reviewers that have been sent it. But this might be the only. I'm a paying customer. So.
Yeah, you bought this pre-order.
Yep.
One of the first of only 100 that were allowed to pre-order. So it was a very limited pre-order. And how do you say the dial?
That is it's a degradé anthracite dial with a sunburst finish on it.
Oh gosh, and it is beautiful in the light. I don't know how the camera. How's the camera picking this up, Jay Goobs?
It looks good.
Wow.
Maybe get a little
signed crown.
Maybe come a little closer, yeah.
Okay, now I see it's got a lot of high polish, so tell me about, because I know you're always nervous about high polish areas.
Yeah, the high polish bezel does give off a lot of light, and of course that will pick up scratches.
That could be the point of scratch.
But I mean, I will probably wear this more for dressier occasions.
Yeah, this is a dressy, sporty, it's still stainless steel, but it definitely feels dressy. I love the clasp, signed crown, clear case back. So this is just a first impression, guys. It's got a date window at the 6 o'clock. So we'll go into way more detail if we ever do a deep dive into Monta watches, because I myself would love an Ocean King. My actual Grail dive watch is a Blancpain 50 Fathoms. But the closest I can get to the kind of style and colors I like would be an Ocean King gilt dial, or some of the Squales, which actually have a history of making cases for Blancpain.
You really can't go with Monta. Wrong with Monta.
Yeah, I mean American made, but then Swiss. So
well, Swiss made, but they do, when they do get them in, they they hand regulate them in St. Louis with their watchmaker, in-house watchmaker, and supposedly it runs less than 5 seconds a day.
Wow, so they tweak them.
Yeah.
You're not just getting an off-the-shelf Swiss movement.
Yeah. I mean, look at the detail on that thing. You get there's so many polished and brushed. And
for the price, the prices are still reasonable on these beauties. All Montas, and in fact, some models have some sales when they're on occasion, not too often.
No, Monta never has sales. Generally, sometimes you can get a pre-order sale. If they have a pre-order, that's the only time they'll ever be on sale.
I thought I saw they were getting rid of something and it was a little lower, maybe. I might be mistaken. But
They might be discontinuing one of their Triumph Blue dials, but I don't know if it's on sale.
it was the Triumph Blue, and I thought it was on sale.
Oh, maybe it was, but generally speaking,
It's either end of life or pre-order is when you're going to find.
Yes.
So what else? What Swiss Movement is it?
That's the Salida SW300. So
300. Okay,
it's a high grade.
I have the SW200 in some of my watches, and I think you do too.
Yes. This is the 300, so it's even, from what I know, it's got more jewels than 200. It's supposed to be a little nicer.
Do you know the power reserve?
I believe it's 42-hour power reserve. You got a 30.
Rare's nice. It's only
It's 38.
38, but it's flat on the wrist, which
Dude,
I
it
love.
hugs your wrist like crazy.
Wow, I might have to consider one of these.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Man,
The other thing is, it's only it's less than 10 millimeters thick.
yeah. Wow, it's so thin, guys.
And
It's so thin.
Monta's
The
bracelets,
38. Yeah, the bracelet's a little tight for me.
Yeah.
Jay just had it sized for him, and my wrist is a little larger.
the bracelets though are top notch. I mean, I put it up there with luxury brand bracelets.
Wow, nice clear case back. Looks like easy to change.
Yeah,
It's not a quick change, but it's got nice open on the inner lugs where you could get a tool in there and change it.
You know what?
Because this would look great. I'm a big
what
fan
I'm
of
thinking?
changing. The combat strap, beaver tail?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm thinking of
man.
putting it on a beaver tail. I don't know. I'm
A
sure
new one or just swapping between the one you own
the
already?
one I have, my matte black. Tell me that wouldn't look good on the anthracite dial.
Man, I don't think the sun's doing this dial.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
Like
good.
inside it looks totally different.
Yes. We'll get some.
I would say
close-up
there's
shots.
almost brown, like a gray
It does
brown.
have sometimes like a tint, no matter
Yeah.
like when the light hits it different. Supposedly they went through like I don't know countless variations
Oh, even
trying to get the perfect.
there's still some
gray.
plastic on this because it's brand new, but they even got their name Monta, signed clasp, signed crown. The indices are nice too. There's
Yeah.
such a glimmer to the tips of the indices.
Believe that
Very simple though, no numbers, just the Monta logo.
very clean.
Very clean. What is it, 500 feet still?
150 meter.
150
water
meter, wow.
Screw down crown, so you can take
Screw
that
down,
swimming.
so we could still, even though it's dressier, if you wanted to jump into the
It's really an everyday watch.
Caribbean
that
of the
looks
North.
Just a little dressy.
Yeah, the only thing would be the high polish that would make me nervous treating it as a everyday watch.
Well, yeah, but that's part of the charm. I love the thing so far. I really
It's great weight, it's
light.
tight, 10 mil,
I love it so far.
38, but the lug to lug helps it not look so
47
small.
lug to lug.
47 lug to lug, okay. Well guys, again, that's just a first impression, so we're gonna leave it there. We'll put some stills for the thumbnail, and we gotta have Jay Goobs wear it for a while before we can give you some more feedback, but first impressions are channel thumbs up
so far so good
from
man, I
both
love
of us.
it. Yeah,
Looks
awesome.
sharp, looks classy.
Good job, Monta.
Yeah, I mean, this is Jay Goob's second Monta purchase. He only got rid of the Ocean King because he's been dying for a Seamaster. And,
But I knew I was always going to go back to another Monta if they made the right dial. And I always liked that Anthracite 39 Rolex OP that they had.
oh yeah, and you've tried on the yacht. I mean, we went and tried on Rolexes,
Yeah.
and you tried on the Yachtmaster with the.
I've always been a fan of a gray or anthracite
Yeah.
dial, and when Monta released that, I'm like, I have to have it.
What was it? A rhodium dial
Yeah,
for the
rhodium.
Yachtmaster.
Something
Not the
like that.
current Yachtmaster. It was like last year or two model.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
pre-COVID when we tried on Rolexes at
Yeah.
Lucido.
But that kind of reminds me of a Rolex OP. It really does.
Yeah, and you're gonna pay a fraction of the cost.
You're going to pay, well, God, you can't even find them now.
Yeah,
but
if you could even get an
Even if you could get
Oyster.
them, you're paying still a third of the price. And, obviously, if that thing had an in-house movement in it, I could see them charging $4,000 for that $5,000. The finishing's that good, guys.
Yeah, but an SW modified SW300 Salida, I mean, it's a workhorse, man.
Yeah, it's great.
I love all my SW200s. I have no problems with them. So, okay, YouTube, stay classy.
All right, rock and roll.